Alright, me gidi sɛ obi biara ho yɛ. Audio na leaki aba abɔnten ɛfa yɛ papa Akufo Dampare ho no, NDC minority foɔ de nsɛm bi aba abɛto abɔnten sɛ saa nsɛm wei ɛyɛ hu paa, ɛyɛ serious case a kyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana aban tumi hwehwɛ mu na nipakuo a wɔtumi ka saa nneɛma wei no nyinaa no yɛtumi de wɔn ba abɔnten na saa nsɛm wei a ɛkɔ so anyɛ saa a sɛdeɛ yɛnim NDC foɔ no in 2024 deɛ wɔde saa audio wei bɛtumi ayɛ asɛm paa a ɛno nso nyɛ asɛm ketewa na saa nsɛm wei na Adom Otchere edin atumi apue mu a ɛno nso nyɛ asɛm ketewa na Adom Otchere atumi aba abɔnten aba abɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu paa deep truth about this video wei nyinaa. Yɛbɛkɔ akɔtie Adom Otchere a osi kyerɛkyerɛ mu ne nkyerɛkyerɛ mu about this video, this leak audio about yɛ papa Akufo Dampare abɛsisi a ɛnɛ ne de edi kan a wotie Nkasa TV a mɛma a wɔn mfisa wɔbɛ subscribe to our channel, wɔbɛ like na do adwene kyerɛ so comment section akamakama. Media obi bi ase.
We can't say, and I have to be clear about that, we can't say whether the tape that was released or leaked is conversations of policemen, but it's purported to be that. It is said to be about COPs, that is commissioners of police. This is the highest rank in the police service all over the world, including Ghana. It is said that COPs were having a conversation about the IGP, who is also a COP, but he's their boss. And they were talking about how the IGP is biased politically, something like that. And that the IGP ought to be removed in favor of one of their colleagues. It's not clear whether the colleague they refer to was in the meeting or not, because you hear voices. You can clearly hear three people. One, the key narrator, two, the endorser, and three being somebody that is sort of interrogating the information. And that person purportedly is not a policeman, but is a politician with, most likely, the MPP. So these policemen are alleging to him, the MPP man, that the IGP is an NDC guy, therefore IGP needs to be removed. And they are promising him as well that if the IGP is removed, they will be able to secure a victory for the MPP if this IGP is removed. That the IGP is an impediment to an MPP victory because the IGP is NDC. Somewhere in the conversation, Good Evening Ghana comes up and they mention my name. Well, they didn't say that I'm part of the plot. They just said that recently, to corroborate their story that the IGP is a member of, an IGP is sympathetic to the NDC, to corroborate that story, they told the person who was listening that recently, we here on Good Evening Ghana had conducted an analysis of who was going to be John Mohammed's running mate. And that, in fact, we had included the IGP and COP Kofi Boakye, my good friend, whom I saw this weekend. I was with him somewhere this weekend. That we had included Dr. Dampare and COP Kofi Boakye. They were using this to corroborate their point that Dr. Dampare and COP Kofi Boakye are members of the NDC. So we'll play the tape to you now, and we will explain the context of suggesting that IGP could be NDC's running mate. In fact, as a matter of record, we have also suggested the IGP to be MPP's running mate. We have done that as a matter of record, so anybody can check that. But we'll go into the details of this tape and understand the first remark that people have made is to condemn the tape and to condemn the action. We will go beyond that and look at the allegations that are being trumped up, if you like, in the conversation and see where the police service in Ghana stands. Because we may be able to sack the people who are talking and all of that. But is that a reflection of the mindset of some of our police people? In America, the Joint Chief of Staffs, they are known, their political affiliation is known. General Colin Powell is Republican, is known. He's a general, is Republican, is known. Another general is Democrat, is known. General Petraeus is Republican, is known. Okay, so we will have to have that conversation, whether the police COP indicating that they are MPP and another COP, the IGP is NDC, whether it's good for Ghana, whether it's the reality, or whether it's terribly bad. Let's start with the tape. We have two versions, the long one and the short one. Here's the long one. The long one we're going to play is yet edited out of the one that is making the rounds. We edited it for relevance. So this is the long one. Here it is.
This man is not a lawyer. He has no fair idea of the law. He has never been on the field. It was NDC that was promoting him day in, day out. When Massa was assistant superintendent of police, he was a sergeant. He was what? Sergeant. Sergeant.
I told her that he didn't believe.
Sergeant. Then NDC brought you this far. Now, what he's bragging about is the fact that he will be IGP till 2030. Because the Mama has promised him if he should win, may God forbid anything, if he should win, he will maintain him as IGP.
Who was there to hear this?
Oh, it is true. Wait, a meeting was held, of which he was a party to that meeting. And where he was even
The NDC meeting
headed by your mama.
and
This thing is not coming from you. You can Google, you see.
and
You can go to Ghana Web. Yes, the number of
you go what?
Ghana. Go to Ghana Web. Let your boys do it for you. You see it. Paul Adom Otchere